What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I want to go over how you can create an ebook using Canva, right? So you use these ebooks as lead magnets, which is for lead generation for your audience or anything like that, right? So if you're new to the channel, we talk all things money and entrepreneurship. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already and smash that like button for me. Let's dive into the computer. And as you can see right now, I have a website pulled up called Canva, Canva.com, right? So there's two plans to this. You got a free one and there's a paid one, right? So right now, I'm currently on a free account, right? So I'll show you the difference between both. But let's talk about making that ebook, right? So if you look right here on the top, this little shelf right here, there's this one called A4 document, right? So you want to select A4 document. The reason for this is because it's the most user-friendly for both desktop and phone, right? Mobile phone. So you can come in here and what it's going to do is going to open up a blank page, right? So you could either start from blank or on the left-hand side where it says search templates, you could type the word ebook, right? So if you type the word ebook, it's going to have a bunch of templates. And you can see right here, there's what I was talking about, the Pro templates. Pro, you can unlock them if you have a Pro account, right? If you want to get a Pro account, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can sign up, right? And you can scroll down and you can see different ebooks right here that are absolutely free. So let's just go ahead and if we wanted to use a template, we can select the template right here. Let's say we want to use this little desserts cookie template, and as you see, it pull. Oh wait, okay. Let me hit undo. Well, as I clicked it, you see it was one page, right? There's no other pages, so it's kind of like it's just a template cover, right? So if you hit undo right here on the top, it'll go back, and on the left hand side, this top one, you see it says 1 of 4 on the bottom right. So it's multiple pages. So if you select it, it'll show you all 4 of the different pages that are available for you. And you can apply all 4 pages to your template over here to the right if you want them, right? So let's just pick one of these that have a few pages. I guess we could have just used that one, right? Free. You see they all say free, and then this says 1 of 4. Let's click this one that says 1 of 4, right? If we want to use this, we'll hit apply all 4 pages, right? And then on the right, it populates all 4 of those pages. So you could either come in here and edit all these pages, or again, you can start from scratch. I'm going to start from scratch just to show you the features, right? So this is your page template right here, right? So if you want a white one, you can leave it white. If you don't want it white, you could just click it. And on the top left, this little color icon will pop up and you can click that, right? Right here is where you could change your colors. So if we want this, and then it says like Pro, I don't know what that's your Pro features for. But like here's the default colors you can choose. You could also upload an image for your background, right? So you don't have to stick to a color, right? Let's say we want gray, but if we don't, we could always go over to a website like Pexels, right? Make sure if you upload images, they're your own images or the royalty-free images or stock photos, right? So Pexels.com, P-E-X-E-L-S, is a place where you could get stock photos, right? So if we just wanted a stock photo here, and let's say we want like a marble background, right? I'm just going to click the word marble. It says photos. I could actually just click marble background where it's right here. And you can see there's a bunch of marble backgrounds, right? So let's say we wanted to use one of these for our background. We can do that. So like, this is kind of cool. I actually like this. If you wanted to use this, you just smash that download button and then download it to your computer and then upload it over here on your templates, right? I'll show you how to upload photos here. In fact, we'll do that. We'll hit download. It's free to download. You just click free download. Hit X, and then I'm going to open it, and then I'm going to name it as a file so I have it for us to download. Colored marble, right? And then I will just save it under downloads and hit enter, right? So now when I come over here to our template, let's say we want to use that, where it says on the left hand side we have templates, elements, uploads, text, and more, right? You click more, it'll show you what else they have to offer, but right now we want to upload that, so we're just going to hit upload media. I'm going to hit from device, and then I'm going to upload what we just did from our download folder. I'm going to open that. It's going to put it right here, and if I want to use this image, I could just drag and drop it over here, right? You could then resize it like this. And there we go, right? So say that's what I want to use for my background, we can do that, right? If you want to add like a gradient over the top, like some opacity, right? You could go over here to elements. This is where we'll import elements. We can take, you can see that these are recently used. You have lines and shapes, you have graphics, you have free photos, some videos if you want videos, and then you see down here they got charts, frames, and grids. We'll go over them in a minute. But let's say we want to do like a gradient overlay or something like that, or like some opacity, right? We could just select the square right here, right? Open it up to fit, cover the page, and then again on the top left we could change our colors. If I just smash that black button, then on the top right here where it says transparency, we could click transparency and we could lessen that transparency, right? See, so it was like this, and then we could just start to add this hue over the top, right? So like say we want it a little bit darker or something like that. And again, we could change this color. If we want like the transparency to be like a blue transparency or something like that, it can be, right? So we could do that, like a blue transparency. So that's just one way to do your backgrounds, right? And we won't get in trouble for it. So now let's talk about actually creating like text. You could add text boxes right here. You can add a heading, a subheading, and what have you. So if you just click add a heading, and then you can just type in it. So how to create a free ebook, right? Say that's our title, and we want to use that as our title for our book. We could change the font up here on the top left. You can see there's all different kinds of fonts. If you click out of it and then click the whole thing, it'll change it to where it's just one font, right? So you just have to click the whole thing, and then you can sit here and go through the fonts, right? So say that's the font we want. We could resize it by dragging this, or we could resize it with the sizeometer thing up here, right? Drag it to the center. You could use the little grid pattern right there. It's centered if that's what we want to do. If we want to change the color, we could do it right here as well, right? See, now it's white, purple, blue. We'll just leave it white. If we want to add any effects, we would do that right here. Effects will be like the neon light behind it, splice, hollow, a shadow, and then it pops up with the stuff you can do like the offset, the direction, right? And then you could change the color of the shadow right here, right? So if we want a black shadow like that, if we want the transparency to be nice and bright like that so it pops, we could do that. So that's how you would create that. And then to edit stuff, you could do creative things. Like let's say you grab circles. You could just click the circle and you could just do like half moons like on the top left. Like say you want to do something like this, and you want to change the color of that's like pink. You could do stuff like that. And then you could add another circle and say you want to like kind of like make it a little bit smaller than that. You would just line it up and then you would just make it a little bit smaller. And then you can do like say you want to do white on top of that, right? See, so that's how you can be a little bit creative with your designs. And then that's pretty much it for adding text and stuff. Let's say we want to add a new page. We could just add a page, right? Hit add page. And then say you have like a certain format you want, like the top to be blocked off or something like that. So let's say we add this, like this and like this. And then like let's say we put text in the top that was like your logo. Let's say add a heading. Just say my name is Austin. Like say it's your name, whatever. And you just put it in here, and you want that to carry over on every single page. Again, I have it highlighted. If I want to change the color, I can just change the color right here. Say you want that to carry over on every single page, you could just click duplicate page and it will duplicate the page exactly as it is, right? So that's how you do that. Moving past that, I want to show you guys these elements on the left that are called frames. So what's awesome about frames and grids, both of them you can see right here, frames frame something in a specific shape. Grids can kind of grid your page a little bit different. Not necessarily your whole page, but hit delete. I didn't mean to do that. But to grid images. So what this allows you to do is import images in that shape, right? So for example, if I want to do this circle image right here, right? So we have this circle frame, and if say I want to add an image that's rectangular, but I want it to fit this, go over here to uploads. Let's just say I want to add this image of me right here. I could drag and drop it. You see how it was big back here in the background? But if I drag it into this frame, it makes the frame cut the image, right? So if you want to adjust where the image is in the frame, just double click it. and then you can see you could drag and drop. So you can see it's a big rectangle image, right? And then let's say you want to zoom in on like a main object, you could just enlarge it, right, by dragging down like that, right? As soon as you do that, and then if you just hit like enter, it'll fit it in that frame, and then you can move the frame however you want, right? So like say you put that on the top left, there you're good to go. And then you can do like your text, right? So you want to do an about me section or whatever, and I was like, about me, and then I could drop this, I could fit it right over here in the top, resize it how I want, and then I could type right here. I could add a text body over here to the right. Hey everyone, blah 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 blah, enter, blah 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 blah, right? And then this could get click off of it and then drag it over here to the right, and then you could just resize it to fit next to the image. Okay, so I hope that really helps you for the most part go through all of this. And again, everything has its own things. You could do bullet points, you could alignment, left, center, and right, just like anything else. You could underline, you could bold. Again, you have the different effects that are available. You can animate stuff if you want to animate it like this, where it blocks in, it shadows or whatever, fades in, or whatever you want to call it, pans in. You could do different things if, like, obviously you want to save this like as a video or something, upload it to like your Instagram or something like that. But that's how you do that. If you want to add, like, let's say you want to add a button right down here to the bottom, you could add buttons. So let's say, so I have images uploaded that are like buttons, right? You could go get buttons shaped images anywhere. Get these buttons, and let's say you want to add this and you want to make it a button. You could just put this here. You could type text, like let's say we say click here, right? Drag this over the button, resize it however you want, and then what you're going to do is you're going to shift and you're going to click. So you see that the text is highlighted and the button's highlighted. You can hit group, right? Now it's grouped. Now that is one thing, so you move it around as one, right? And so what you want to do, if you want to add like a link for it to go somewhere, you would just click this little link, hyperlink button up here on the top right next to the transparency. See, you got copy, you got this, you got the link button, click link, and you could type your domain name here. So like www.austinbecker.com, right? And then I would hit apply. Probably add the HTTPS // right in the front because it's a secure site, but hit apply, right? Now, when anyone clicks that link in the PDF format, it'll direct them to the website, right? And then once you're done, you're just going to smash this little download button up here. It's going to say, how do you want to save it? And you just save it as a PDF print. It's the recommended if you're going to print it. The thing about that is if it's a lot of pages, there's a good chance that it'll slow down the load speed of the PDF, right? When someone's trying to access it. So if it's not being printed, you could just do standard. See, it's a small file size. PDF print is high quality, it's a higher file size, which just makes it sometimes the load times and load speeds a little bit slower, right? So that is how you go about creating your PDF for the most part, inserting links, kind of customizing it a little bit, downloading it, and duplicating pages again, right? You can just smash that duplicate page and it'll keep duplicating if you want to keep that template, right? Outside of that, one more thing I wanted to mention is your PDF books, you're allowed to create up to 100 pages, which is a very big book. Like if you're trying to create like an ebook in here, like a book, that's like 200 pages or something, you can still do that. You just have to create 100 pages at a time. And then once you have 100 pages created, you'll have to stop and it'll come over here. I just click the home tab under my designs. You'll see that you have multiple designs. This is the one we just did. It has this little 3 button dots right here. If you click that, you can save this. You can save your, save both of your, you can make a copy, which is what I was saying. Make a copy of this so you could continue with the same style and stuff like that and just go in and edit it how you want. And then once you're done and you have them both saved to your computer, you could just jump over to another website called smallpdf.com. In here on smallpdf.com, you could just sign up for a free trial or whatever. And you can see where it says merge PDF. You don't even have to sign up for a free trial. I don't know why. Maybe, yeah. So they have a free trial, but I think you should be able to just drop your PDFs right here. It says drop them, or you can choose your files, and then you can merge the PDFs together and download them, right? Get a free trial. If you're making that many books, you'll probably have an account with this anyways. I I don't use this. I just know it's a way for you to merge them, right? So don't quote me if you have to pay for that. If you got value out of this video, please smash that like button to help the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate everybody being here as always, and we will see you in the next video.